Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, everybody. You know, we entered the weekend on some positive news. We had the CPI report coming out, a little bit better than expected, and thus we had a drop in mortgage rates as we headed into the weekend, and a weekend that saw the kickoff of NFL Wild Card Weekend, the playoffs getting started. And wow, did they ever get started in San Francisco with Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the draft, Brock Purdy, accounting for 4 total touchdowns. The San Francisco 49ers knocked out the Seattle Seahawks, and we had Deebo Samuel hitting on a 74-yard touchdown that iced the game for the Niners. You had Christian McCaffrey chipping in over 100 yards rushing as the Niners move on, and they will host the winner of tonight's game between Dallas and Tampa Bay. The second game on Saturday night, wow, what a tale of two halves. You had Trevor Lawrence versus Justin Herbert, and Lawrence starting slow is an understatement, throws 4 picks in the first half, digs the Jags into a 27-0 hole, only to come out, fire 4 touchdowns, and bring them back. And the Jags becoming the first team with a -5 turnover differential to win a playoff game. The prior 19 teams had all lost. But nonetheless, you had the Jaguars kicking a game-winning field goal as time expired, and the Jags move on. They will match up against the Kansas City Chiefs next weekend. Wow, what a collapse by the Chargers. You wonder if their head coach will make it through. And then on Sunday, we had a trifecta kickoff in Buffalo. You had the Miami Dolphins and a third-string quarterback. Yes, my Miami Dolphins without Tua, unfortunately, traveling to Buffalo as a 14-point underdog. And wouldn't you know it, 3 minutes to go, the Dolphins still had a chance to tie or take the lead. However, too many penalties shot themselves in the foot, and the Bills hang on with a 3-point victory. It was Josh Allen with 3 touchdowns, over 300 yards passing. He did have 3 turnovers, but the Bills survive, and they will host the Cincinnati Bengals next weekend. The sandwich game on Sunday, you had the New York Giants traveling to the Minnesota Vikings, and you also had the first road team notching a playoff win this season. You had Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns rushing. You had Daniel Jones accounting for almost 380 total yards in his first playoff start, leading the Giants to a win in Brian Daboll's first playoff game as a head coach. Now you have the Giants traveling to Philadelphia to host their rivals next weekend, and a bit of a different task for the G-men. The Sunday finale, you had the Baltimore Ravens back at the Cincinnati Bengals, a rematch of what we had last weekend. And the Ravens were actually in control of this game and found themselves with an opportunity to take the lead. They were on the 1-yard line, reaching for a touchdown, and the ball was punched out, returned 98 yards by the Bengals in a back-breaking touchdown that lifted the Bengals to a 7-point win against their rivals. And now you'll have Cincinnati traveling to Buffalo next weekend. The win certainly came at a price. The Bengals lost an offensive lineman to injury. That's now 3 offensive linemen they're down, so that'll be a tall task in Buffalo. The Super Wild Card Weekend officially ends tonight with the Cowboys traveling to Tampa Bay. Let me know who you got in the comments below. Personally, it's hard to go against Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. I'm a Michigan fan. There's just no one that does it better, so I really cannot pick against that guy. I can see the Tampa Bay Bucks somehow pulling this out a last-minute drive to beat the Cowboys tonight. But we'll see what happens. Just for some context, Tom Brady played his first playoff game back in 2001 with the New England Patriots at the time, and the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate back in 2001, according to Freddie Mac, was 6.97%. All the data currently shows that average hovering around 6.3%. So if you're in the market for a mortgage, please give us a call. We'll see if we can't beat that rate for you and provide excellent customer service. Certainly appreciate your time. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the playoffs. This has been your Monday Mortgage Quarterback.